49er fans, what's going on? Got some breaking news coming at you here, and it's not good news. Nick Bosa and Solomon Thomas both carted off in the 49ers Week 2 game versus the New York Jets. If you watch the game, it got off to a great start. Raheem Mostert, 80 yards, touchdown, all things up and up. But then Nick Bosa, the great player that he is, last season's Defensive Rookie of the Year, he was carted off after a pretty tough play to see what exactly happened. There's just a bunch of big bodies banging around down there. I couldn't tell if it was an ankle, but now it is official. It is a knee injury. He will be out the rest of the game versus the New York Jets. You can see the photo that we have here. It is him being carted off. So originally, he did try to get up. You could see that he lifted himself up. He tried to walk, and when I was watching it, you could see the amount of pain on Nick Bosa's face. And we know that he's a player that's dealt with some injuries in the past before, but when he's on the field, he's not only one of the best young players in the NFL, he is one of the best defenders in the entire National Football League. So this is going to be a major, major loss for this 49ers defense, a defense and heck, an offense that is already battling so many injuries. So after Week 1 against the Arizona Cardinals, he showed right where he basically left off. He had 6 tackles. He got after the quarterback. But for this team to really get back to the Super Bowl, because that's what all 49ers fans want, they're like, wait a minute, we were basically beating the Chiefs for 3 quarters, and we just fell a little bit short. This is a team that has a lot of aspirations. It was a rough Week 1 loss, but you can't be confident right now in your defense if you don't have arguably your best defensive player in Nick Bosa, who, unfortunately, I had to make this video about him being carted off. And anytime that you're a second-year player, the hopes are high. It's not good news whatsoever. But if the 49ers have learned anything, I'll tell you what, you got to have to learn to roll with the punches. You got to learn how to deal with all these injuries. So I want you to go down in the comments section and rate this, your Nick Bosa panic meter, from a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being Mitch, I'm not worried about the injury whatsoever, 10 being you're absolutely freaking out. If I was a 49ers fan right now, I would be putting 10, because it's not just the Nick Bosa injury, it's all the injuries up to this point. Plus, you also lost another defensive player in Solomon Thomas. So I'm going to be honest with y'all, I'm typing my 10. The reason why we're making this video, Nick Bosa injury, Solomon Thomas injury, here at Chat Sports, here at 49ers Report, we break down the latest news and rumors around the 49ers. We've been trying to keep you guys updated as best as possible. It's just the amount of injuries that have been coming in, it's been tough. So if you could, please go ahead, click that subscribe button, stay up to date on the latest. And Thomas Mott's going to be doing a video tomorrow on some potential Nick Bosa and Solomon Thomas replacements. Let's go to the other injury news here. Now, obviously, it's not as big of news, but still, it's depth. And it's a player, well, when he was originally drafted, there was high hopes, obviously, for Thomas coming out of Stanford. But just a few plays after the Nick Bosa injury, Solomon Thomas, who, you know, as I've said before, hasn't really lived up to the hype. But when you lose a player like Bosa, you got to start looking at other players to step up, especially because, reminder, they also didn't have Dee Ford. But just a few snaps after the Bosa injury, you see Solomon Thomas goes down with a knee. And at first, they didn't know exactly what the injury was. He tried to sit up, couldn't quite do it, and a cart comes out, and he is then carted off. So you lose Nick Bosa and Solomon Thomas in a matter of like 5 minutes. I mean, if you got up to go to the bathroom, you came back out, and you're like, wait a minute, what the heck did I miss? So now this 49ers team is going to be without, you know, it's looking like Thomas and Bosa. We'll keep you updated once we get a little bit more news in regards to how long they might be out, but they will not be returning in Week 2. So let's look at the 49ers depth chart now here up front. Nick Bosa, Javon Kinlaw. It's a good thing that they went out and drafted Kinlaw out of South Carolina in round 1. He's going to have to take a bigger step here. Armstead, another player, he's going to have to step up big time. Dee Ford, he missed this football game. As you can see, he's injured, but just a team that's just killed, and I mean absolutely killed. You saw coming into the week, Richard Sherman, he got put on IR. He's banged up. Don't even get me started on the offensive side of the football. And heck, I almost added Jimmy G to this because he also got a little bit banged up. Luckily, he came back out onto the field through a nice little touchdown pass to Jordan Reed. Now, hey, what I want every single person that's doing right now, watching this video, make sure that you're staying safe. So the masks that you see on screen right now, those are the ones that the 49ers players are wearing. You can go get one of these by going to chatsports.com/49er mask. If it's for some reason hard to remember, if you're thrown off because I'm not Thomas Mott, I will put that link in the comments and I will put it in the description. So chatsports.com/49ers mask. Go ahead. So 49 mask, take advantage of that deal. It comes in a single, double. If you want to get that pack of 4, it's also $29.99. So you can see the link below. I'll put it in the description. I'll put it in the comments section. Make sure that you guys are staying safe, whether you're going to the grocery store or if you do plan on going to maybe some sports bars to watch the 49ers. So let's look at some other players that missed week 2. George Kittle. He missed it with the knee. Now, the reason why I'm showing these 3 players is because these were the 3 guys that showed up on the 49ers injury report this morning that were forced to miss. Jason Verrett, he missed with the hamstring. Dee Ford, he missed with the neck. Other players listed there were Witherspoon, Brandon Ayuk, Garland. Now, with the amount of injuries that this team has sustained both on the offense and on the defensive side of the football, you have to be worried. Now, as I'm making this video right now, the 49ers, they are up 14-3 over the New York Jets, and they might come away with this one with a win, and honestly, I honestly think that they should. But the bottom line is this is not a team that's just looking to make the playoffs. This is a team looking to get back into the Super Bowl and showing everyone that, hey, we are a force to be reckoned with, and as much as y'all are sure confident on Mostert and Jimmy Garoppolo, this is a football team built on defense and having one of the best defensive units in the National Football League. So the fact that Nick Bosa was carted off with a knee injury, that definitely is going to have to scare you. I earlier said it's a panic tent for me, and if you haven't gotten your comments in, please let me know, what is your panic meter on Nick Bosa? In terms of Solomon Thomas's injury, again, it is a knee injury. Both of these players are not going to be coming back in the Week 2 game versus the New York Jets. So hopefully they can get healthy quick. We'll see ultimately what happens here. Thomas Mott is going to be breaking down some potential replacements. The 49ers could maybe go out and sign in free agency, or maybe they're going to elevate some players off their practice squad. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button. Make sure you're watching. And, hey, if you want to give Thomas Mott some players to keep in mind, throw those names down in the comments section. So coming into this game, I would have said this is one of the best defensive lines in the National Football League. But, again, you're going to be without Dee Ford. You're without Nick Bosa. We'll keep you updated on Solomon Thomas. Somebody is going to have to step up here after a rough 0-1 start. You got to get back on track. You got to get back in the win column. Let's see what this 49ers team can do going forward. So before I leave y'all, are the 49ers cursed? Give me a Y for yes, or is it an N for no? I mean, they always make a big deal about Super Bowl hangovers. If this is a hangover, this should be titled Hangover 4 because it's one of the worst hangovers I have ever seen. And you want to talk about a team getting unlucky. I mean, there has not been a team that's been hit by injuries harder than the San Francisco 49ers. And so I'm very, very curious on how you guys shake this one out. Give me a Y for yes. Give me an N for no. If you want to know more about the 49ers, make sure that you guys click that big red button that says subscribe. If you are already subbed and you've made it this far in the video, then you're one of the most loyal fans that we have here. Take that link that you see below, youtube.com/49erstv, and send it to your friends. I'm going to hit you with this question one more time. Are the 49ers cursed? Y for yes, or give me an N for no.